officer?
Not initially, but when I heard the knock at the door, obviously I go, check and see. Then I talked to him.
Who was it you talked to?
I don't know his name or anything.
Did you talk to a male or a female?
I believe it was a male.
A police officer in uniform?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you think like a neighbor called for the argument?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Brooks described how, when the police knocked on the door, he was standing nearby and opened it immediately. However, his account of Haley's situation was riddled with contradictions. He claimed she had been standing in the hallway near the bathroom, yelling at him and even hitting him.
For my apartment complex, it's like crazy stuff going on there all the time.
Yeah, it's
people are either drifting or shooting guns off or arguing or fighting. It's insane.
Yeah. So you said you talked to an officer. How many officers did you talk to?
I believe it was like one or two.
Did anybody talk to Haley?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Did they walk inside your apartment, or did they?
I'm not quite sure, because I was already outside talking to them, and then, I went downstairs, so I'm not really sure if they went, inside or anything.
Where were you when they knocked on your door?
Oh, I was, right by the front door. They knocked on the door, and I was, right there, so.
Oh, you opened it right away?
Yeah, I just pretty much opened the door, and I was like, hello.
And so where was Haley at when you were by the front door?
She was kind of in, our little hallway. We have a bathroom that leads into the,
Was she standing up or sitting
living
down?
room. She was standing up.
In the heat of the argument, she allegedly fell and hit her lip, causing it to bleed. Brooks said he tried to help her up, but seeing her blood left him shaken. "I've never seen her bleed like that before," he said, his voice tinged with panic. When asked about alcohol or drug use, Brooks admitted to drinking a beer or two, but denied any drug use. However, the tone shifted when investigators asked about his shotgun. Brooks admitted owning one, saying it was propped against the wall near the TV, a detail that cast an ominous shadow over his story. As the officers pressed for more details about Haley's condition and what transpired before their arrival, Brooks began to falter. His responses became vague, and gaps in his story grew wider. The officers decided to read him his Miranda rights, a clear indication of the severity of the situation. Though Brooks ultimately agreed to continue answering questions, the details he provided only deepened the mystery rather than clarifying it. Was Brooks Cleary merely a distraught partner caught in the throes of tragedy, or was he the central figure in a chilling conspiracy slowly coming to light? Every word, every pause in his story only made the entire situation seem darker and more unsettling.
I remember they were like, what happened? And I told them what happened. And then they were like, okay, well, let me just get your hands behind your back. And I was like, okay. So I put my hands behind my back.
Was it during the domestic?
Huh?
During the domestic?
Domestic?
Or during y'all's argument?
No. It was they came to the door and they were trying to figure out what was going on. And I was like, she's obviously in need of something. And I'm sitting here, I don't know how to explain it. In the hallway, in between the.
And you said she was standing up?
Yeah, in the hallway, in between the bathroom.
What was she in need of?
Huh?
What was she in need of?
Well, she was screaming at me and she was hitting me. And I was like, well, what do you need? And then she came at me and fell and then busted her lip open. And I was I picked her up and I was like, are you okay? What the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. And started pushing me off. And I was like, no, come here. Are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. And I started crying and shit because I never really seen her bleed like that. And I got it all over myself. I was trying to hold her up like this.
And the police were there talking to you?
Yeah, that's when they came to the door. So she was okay for the most part. I was okay, I'm gonna go answer the door. She was okay. So I go answer the door, and it was police.
Okay, so you're not under the influence of anything?
No.
Alright, so I'm kind of confused.
I mean, it was kind of confusing
Yeah.
to start with.
So you said the police officers came. They never talked to anybody before. Uh, did you talk to the manager by chance? The apartment manager?
No. They leave at like 5 o'clock. They're out of there.
What about the leasing lady? I think she actually lives at the complex.
Oh, that lady with the black hair and the glasses?
Did you talk to any lady tonight?
No.
Nobody.
During the interrogation, Brooks Cleary didn't shy away from answering questions, but every word he spoke only made the story stranger and harder to piece together. He began recounting the argument with his fiancée, Haley, which revolved around bills, a familiar yet tense issue in their relationship. Haley, with an irritated tone, had questioned why Brooks wasn't earning more money, while he defended himself, saying he'd just started a new job and needed time to stabilize. She said, "You promised to make more money 2 months ago."
I saw a holster. Is there any other guns?
No. That's for an old BB gun that I had.
Where's the shotgun?
It's leaned up against the wall by the TV on the, I guess, right-hand side.
Okay.
What I just noticed what happened to your wrist? It's like they're.
Oh, my cat. My cat scratched the shit out of me. And this was from the handcuffs on the way over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The cat scratch.
Yeah.
All right. So we're trying to, we're just doing an investigation as far as what all occurred tonight. And
All right. Do you have any questions about your wrist?
So that means I could, like, ask for a lawyer, just, come sit here.
it wouldn't happen tonight.
Yeah, that'd probably mean I get held. But I'm probably gonna get held anyways, huh?
Well, how would we hold you?
Huh?
Why would we hold you?
I don't know. It seems like I'm probably gonna have to spend the whole night here.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Do you wish to make any statements or answer any questions right now?
No.
Do you want to answer questions or you don't?
No, like I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay. I want to be 100% clear. You're okay to answer questions. Okay. What's your highest level of education?
My what now?
Your highest level of education?
11th grade.
Okay. So you can read and write and everything.
Yeah.
You're not under the influence of anything?
No. Except for a couple of beers, and COVID.
Brooks recalled, his voice seemingly trying to justify himself. According to him, the argument lasted about 15 minutes. The situation took an unexpected turn when a knock on the door interrupted them. Brooks described himself standing in the kitchen while Haley was in the hallway near the bathroom. When he opened the door, he was met by police officers. "They came in and tried to separate us," Brooks explained. He was taken downstairs to speak with one officer, while Haley stayed upstairs to talk with another. Yet, the details of what happened next became vague in Brooks's recounting, leaving a suspicious gap in the timeline. When asked about Haley's personality, Brooks painted her as unpredictable. "Sometimes she's incredibly sweet, like the most amazing person I've ever met," he said. "But other times she can be really difficult, like a completely different person."
I was trying to get a job here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was that?
2 months ago. I talked to a couple officers that were on the square responding to this guy named Alfonso. He like spit in my fiance's face and like called her a bunch of names and was trying to hit her. And so I came up and I was talking to a few officers about getting a job.
Oh, really?
With the department, yeah.
We need people.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity.
So, just, cause like you said, there's some things that I'm not 100% clear about.
Okay.
So, just from the moment of your argument, just one more time, just walk us through, like, step by step, everything that happened, just to make sure we're not missing anything, cause
Pretty much all I remember is, like, we were arguing, and then I hear a knock at the door, So, like, yeah, that's pretty much all I remember.
Was this the same argument you guys were having at, like, 8 p.m., or is it a separate
What time
argument?
is it right now?
Right now, 2 in the morning. How long did that argument last?
It's probably like 15 minutes.
Okay. So, just go from there. You guys are having an argument. How long after the argument?
We're having, like, an argument back and forth, and then I hear, like, a knock at the door, like, 15 minutes later. Like, it's pretty much as
He also revealed that Haley had previously been on medication for anxiety and depression, but had stopped taking it some time ago. Brooks insisted that he didn't return to the apartment after being taken downstairs and was eventually placed in a police car. However, when asked about the shotgun he owned, his response added another layer of tension to the story. He admitted that the shotgun was usually propped up near the TV in the apartment, a detail that cast a shadow over his version of events. Despite his apparent cooperation, Brooks's account seemed to deepen the mystery rather than clarify it. His words raised more questions than they answered, leaving investigators to wonder what really happened in that apartment on that fateful night. Brooks Cleary, an innocent bystander or someone hiding the truth? The mystery remains shrouded in uncertainty.
So, what were you doing at the time in the kitchen?
I was standing there and I was like, going like back and forth with her, blah, blah, we're arguing. And then like I hear it. So I obviously go check the door.
Okay. And what was Haley doing at the time? Like, how was she positioning? What was she saying?
She was standing there and she was like, no, like, fuck you, like, I don't understand, like, why you don't make more money, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, I just started at this place, like, I'm gonna make more money soon. And she was like, no, like, you said that like 2 months ago. It's just like a bunch of back and forth.
Okay. How's her demeanor usually? Is she like usually kind of like happy-go-lucky? Is she like?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, it's not like she's usually one way or another. Like, sometimes she's argumentative, sometimes she's, like, super nice. Like, the nicest person I've ever met. I can't remember the exact name of it now.
You know what it was for?
It was for, like, anxiety and, like, depression.
Okay. Why, you take any medication at all? Any prescription medication?
Her?
No, you.
Oh, me? No.
Something like that?
No.
Okay. Alright. Sorry to stop track. So you guys are arguing back and forth?
Yeah, we're arguing back and forth, and then we hear, like, knock on the door, and then that's when I go to the door.
Okay. So what happened then?
Throughout the interrogation, Brooks Cleary tried to explain himself in detail, but the more he spoke, the more his story became inconsistent and suspicious. When investigators asked about the shotgun in his home, Brooks described it as leaning against the TV stand, unloaded, and primarily used for hunting turkeys and squirrels.
Pretty much exactly what I just told you.
That
That it was just like an argument.
Okay. And they were talking with Haley?
Yeah.
Okay. You said they're talking with her. Where were they?
They were probably upstairs, like outside, like right on the little stairway, the little patio or whatever. And I was downstairs talking to another police officer.
Okay. So, we spoke with you, we spoke with Haley, then,
He added that the ammunition was stored separately in a small office on the opposite side of the apartment. Everything sounded harmless, but the tension in the room continued to rise. When asked about Haley's familiarity with the shotgun, Brooks admitted that she had never used it before, but said he had shown her how to load and use it for potential hunting trips. I always told her to keep her finger off the trigger unless she was ready to fire, he explained.
And then right there is my TV with like the entertainment system. And then like on the right-hand side of it, it's like leaning up against the wall, like unloaded.
Okay.
Yeah, just like leaned up there.
What, it's unloaded, you said?
Yeah.
Is it unloaded now?
Yeah.
Where do you keep the ammo at? Do you have any ammo?
Yeah, I mean, well.
However, this raised questions. Why teach someone with no hunting experience how to use a gun? The tension escalated further when investigators pointed out discrepancies in the timeline. Brooks claimed he wasn't looking at the clock and guessed the time when events occurred, but the gaps in his story were becoming more apparent. When asked if anyone else had come to the apartment, Brooks adamantly denied it, insisting that no one knocked on the door or spoke to him apart from Haley. However, the investigators revealed they had spoken to neighbors, leaving Brooks visibly unsettled.
She knows, like, you pull a little tab in and then you can shuck it.
Okay.
So that's all she knows, though.
Did you, like, teach her that for, like, home defense, or?
Well, I had taught her that because I was like, I want to take you, like, little, squirrel hunting, turkey hunting, stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, you, like, put the little tab in, you shuck it, and then you can hold it, but always keep your finger.
The most troubling moment came when the discussion turned to Haley's injury. Brooks described how she had busted her lip in the bathroom, bleeding so much that it stained his shirt as he tried to help her. I held her and said, Let me help stop the bleeding, but she just pushed me away, saying she was fine, he recounted, sounding distressed. Yet when asked if there was blood in the bathroom, Brooks hesitated and claimed he didn't know.
I have an issue with the timeline because when we went out there, it wasn't around 8 p.m. It was later.
Okay, yeah, see, like, I wasn't looking at the clock, so I was, like, just guessing
Okay.
at what time it was.
And then we didn't show up because of your guys' fight. So you didn't talk to anyone else besides it was just you and Haley arguing. No one else came up there and talked to you. No one came in your apartment.
No,
You know we talked to the neighbors, right?
yeah, I'm sure you probably did. No, not that I remember.
This response only deepened the suspicions. The investigators pressed on, questioning Brooks about his drinking and marijuana use.
You didn't knock on any doors?
No. Why would I knock on someone's door? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, it's completely out of water. Yeah, no, why would I go knock on some apartment complex neighbor's door? It's not like Seinfeld, you know what I mean?
When did Haley bust her lip?
Like I said, I don't know what, like, time it would have been.
I'm not talking, yeah, I don't want to get exact times or anything. I know that's, like, impossible to do. I'm talking, like, when you're just telling me that you were behind the counter, she was in the hallway. Did she have a bust lip at that time?
When we were, like, talking and I was behind the counter
Yeah,
and her knocked on the door, yeah, she already had to, like, mess up lip and everything.
Do you know, like, how long ago from that little conversation did that happen?
Must have been, like, 20 minutes? About 20, 25.
While he admitted to having 1 or 2 Guinness beers, he denied using marijuana that day, despite the presence of smoking paraphernalia in the apartment. The lead detective pointedly told him, "Your story doesn't add up with what we've heard from others."
Like, because I was holding her like this, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what the. She was like, no, like, don't worry about it, like, blah, blah, pushing me off, and, like, I was like, dude, like, come here, like, let me clot the blood for you, you know?
So, what kind of beer did you drink tonight?
Guinness.
Yeah, how many did you have?
1.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I smoked it.
I'm just asking. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, because nothing you're telling us is making sense. That's what Detective Nitty's telling you. Nothing's making sense. We've talked to a lot of people. In your storyline, he said he had trouble with it.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm having trouble understanding why
I'm trying to
you're
figure
having
out.
trouble.
Okay, well,
It doesn't
I'm
make
trying
any
to figure
sense
out.
to me.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, here's the deal. Are you under the influence of something, or do you think we're stupid? I can't figure out which one you did.
Either one. I don't think you're stupid. I'm not under the influence of anything. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why I'm even sitting here right now.
You don't understand why you're sitting here. We have blood all over you. How did that happen?
Yeah, because she busted her face, dude. I told you.
Was she standing up and crying on you?
Yeah.
She was?
Yeah, and then she, like, sat down on the futon, and I was holding her like this.
Okay.
Does that not make sense?
All right. So when did the gun go off?
What gun?
Okay, don't play games with it.
What gun?
The shotgun.
It never went off.
Brooks began to falter, insisting he was trying to explain himself but didn't understand why there were inconsistencies. The interrogation ended on a tense note, with Brooks' story riddled with significant gaps.
Go home so I can go